Hello, I'm Jody. Welcome to Chair Yoga. I hope that you have a good sturdy chair to use with a back and your shoes are on and you have some space, hopefully a nice quiet space where you can enjoy your yoga practice. So I'd like you to sit down in your chair, sit up against the back, sitting up tall, feet flat on the floor. Just getting prepared. We're going to do some deep breathing to start class. This class is all levels. If you're new to yoga, I will walk you through things slowly so that you can learn things, you can develop some great balance, you can hopefully increase your range of motion and your strength over time. So, let's start by getting in the mood. I want you to clear your mind, and deeper breathing helps with that a lot. So as we sit here with good posture, I want you to pull your shoulders back and down a little bit. Sitting up a little bit taller, the crown of your head's up to the ceiling. For now, your hands are relaxed on your lap. I want you to either close your eyes or gaze down to the floor. You don't have to look at the screen right now. I want you to focus inward. I want you to take the time to just think about your breath. So your lips are closed lightly. You're breathing through your nose, if possible. I want you to visualize your own breath. Imagine that air traveling through your nose, down your windpipe, slowly filling your lungs. Imagine they're like balloons filling. And then very slowly, you're gonna let that air escape with your exhale and all the way out your nose again. So we're developing this long and slow breath. We're trying to release any tension you might have right now. Trying to clear the mind. So right now, I don't want you going through your checklist of things that you have to do today or anything else. I want you to be here and now. I call it staying in the present moment. So you can pay more attention to your body. That's what this practice is about, developing that mind and body connection and not ignoring your body, but paying attention to every aspect as we go through different exercises. I want you to activate your diaphragm a little bit more, placing one hand on your belly. So we have muscles here that we utilize when we're taking these deep breaths, and we strengthen as we take these deeper breaths. So as you take your next inhale, I want you to feel your belly expand, or even more kind of forcefully make it expand. And then on the exhale, pull it back in. So it's still a nice, long, slow breath, but using that diaphragm even more. A few more like that. Deep belly breaths. Last one of those. I'm gonna take you through one more breathing exercise. Call it volcano. Place your hands together at heart center, right in front of your heart. As you inhale, you're going to draw your hands upward like lava coming up, creeping to the top of the volcano. And as you exhale, the lava slowly flows down the sides of the mountain. And you move with your own breath, inhaling up slowly and exhaling as those arms float down and center themselves again. So now go with your own breath, a few more times at your own pace. Throughout class, I want you to follow your own breath, your own timing of things, which means you might slow things down or make them quicker depending on what we're doing. Making it your own, knowing that with this class, you can change things, you can omit things, do what's right for your body and pay attention to it as we practice. Let's make this our last volcano breath. Wonderful. I want you to sit forward in your chair. So I'm gonna show you my side view. You don't have to move. I just want you to see where I'm at on my chair. You might not be all the way to the edge of the chair like me, but I don't want you all the way back here. I want you forward, your feet wide, nice and tall, so that you're using your core muscles, your abdominals, your back to keep that good posture. So here you are sitting up tall. Feet wide, flat on the floor. Arms extended out to a T. So we're gonna do some side bends. We're gonna turn the right palm up and then lean on over, lowering the left fingertips towards the floor. And then we're gonna come back, both palms down, turn the left palm up, and side bend over, reaching one hand down and one up. So now you got it. Find your own pace and continue, but this one, try to keep it slow so that you really get that full reach, and you don't stop early. You continue through that reach so that you can bend a little bit further. Again, if this range of motion is just too much for you, maybe you're not doing the big reach with your arms, maybe your arms are even down and you're just tilting side to side. That's what I mean by you can change this to make it your own. The idea here is to get a good side bend, so you feel it in the sides of your body as you lean over. I like to give a good exhale as I lean over. It helps me get a little bit deeper into the stretch, releasing the air out of my lungs. Helps me to lean a little further, so try that. Couple more. Wonderful. All right, I would like you to take a stand right in front of your chair. Yes, you're standing already. Just so we can do some hip circles, because I want you to warm up through the core, through the midsection and the lower body. So right in front of your chair, I want you to widen your feet so you're good and stable. Bend your knees slightly. I want you to take those hips around in the largest circle you can. Yes, you might feel a little stiff at first, but that's what we're working through. We're working through that stiffness to relieve the tension, and you will feel better afterwards. If this is not doable, if you're not balanced today, and you want to try to move your hips around while you're seated, it's a little difficult to move the hips all that much, but you can a little bit as you're seated. So that's always fine to stay seated if you need to for these exercises. We want to build a little bit at a time. So if you're not doing every single thing today, it's fine. Build on what you have now. This is your starting point for a lot of you, or maybe you've taken a break and you kind of need to restart. So give yourself a chance to do that. Don't get discouraged. Just know that you're going to build your way up to it. I want you to reverse directions. So go around the other way. You might have your shoulders kind of going along for the ride, but if you're really wondering if you're getting the hips to go around, try to stabilize your shoulders and move just your hips, and then you'll know. That's ultimately what we want to do, is get the hips to move. Notice how that feels in your lower back. Again, maybe a little bit of tension there. And this is a good one to do if you stand a lot and your lower back starts seizing up or it becomes painful. This might just relieve that and make you feel better. All right, I would like you to sit down, and we're going to do cat and cow. Seated, hands on thighs. Now cat stretch, I'm going to turn, you stay right there. I just want you to see how my spine is curving in cat stretch. And then it goes the other direction in cow, and really pull your shoulders back and lift your head in cow. So flowing, exhale all your air out in cat stretch. Inhale to open the chest and lift the chin for cow. This is when absolutely I invite you to close your eyes and just feel your spine moving. Imagine your vertebrae, which are stacked upon each other, and how they allow your spine to curve and bend. If you can involve your pelvis by tilting and tucking your tailbone in cat stretch, and then lifting it back in cow. Then again, you can involve the lower spine. if you have a really small range right now and you're just focusing on your breathing, that's great too. Go one more with me. Finishing with that cat stretch and letting all your air out before you sit up tall again, and we continue on. All right, let's see. Let's make sure our ankles are warm and ready. So grab a hold of your right thigh, maybe lean back, pull your shoulders back to support the leg, and take that ankle around. Oh, just getting the blood to flow down the leg. Just notice that maybe tingling feeling. Great. Reverse. Circle it nice and big. All right, I want you to use your abdominal muscles to stay leaned back just slightly. As you point your toe, that right foot out in front, and then flex your toe up and lift your knee. Bend or straighten it out and point, bend and lift. You're leaned back a little bit, right? You feel your abdominals working hard to support you right here. You're not leaned back up against the back of the chair. No. Your muscles are supporting you to keep you here. I'm cheating. Oh, ouch, I haven't done that in a while. That one is always so tough on the hip flexor right here in front. So if you were going ouch with me, yeah, okay. One of those will build up too. Support your left thigh to start with and just circle. So again, you're leaned back, shoulders are back. But right now, just feel that ankle go around. Good, go the other direction. Okay, so let's do this. We're still leaned back. Point the toe and lengthen the leg. Toes come up with the knee. Point and flex. And breathe. All at the same time. Wonderful, one more. Okay, we made it through that one. Oh, wonderful. How about a couple shoulder rolls? Up and back and down. Oh, wonderful. Sometimes we have tension that hides there in our shoulders and you don't even know it until you circle a couple times and you just feel it melt away. Oh my gosh, it feels wonderful. It's something you can do every day, all the time if you want. Oh, relieve the tension. Oh, I love it. Okay, that just felt exceptionally good. We're ready. Ready? Come on up. All right, chair pose, which, yes, it's a squat. So I want you to choose your foot position, whether you're right under your hips, kind of in a neutral position. If you're really feeling balanced, your feet are closer. If you're not sure about the balance just yet, then widen your feet. You're always going to be more stable if your feet are wider. You're right in front of the chair. Stay right there. See how I am right in front of the chair. I'm not out here because if I go to sit and I sit too far, I'm going to be on the floor. I don't want to be on the floor. If I sit too far because I'm challenging myself to sit into this squat and I end up sitting down, that's okay. So I'm going to stay side just so you can see my position and hopefully you can get in that same kind of chair squat position. Have your hands here in prayer or your hands on your hips, your choice. We're not going to do an arm movement. We are just going to practice that chair squat position. So I want you to sit back over the chair and rise up tall again. Reset and just flow down and up. So this is one of those that if you're doing correctly, you kind of feel like you might fall backwards. And that's why the chair's there to catch you. I want you to lift your toes like ever so slightly in your shoes so that all of your weight is going back through your heels and you can sit into that good squat position. And this is gonna do wonders for our thighs. It's gonna make them tone and strong so that when you do sit down in that low chair or that squishy couch, you have strong legs and you can just hop right back out of it, no problem. And if you're thinking, oh, I'm not there yet, then let's strengthen the legs. Keep doing this with me. This is what you need. Just have this flowing breath. Throughout class, we have these flowing movements a lot of the time, and I want you to try to match your breath with the movement in some way so that you have a long flowing breath. And you're always kind of keeping track of that breath. You're always coming back to it, remembering it. And it helps to focus the mind and body. Okay, one more. Did we do too many? Okay. I'm just gonna square myself again. Okay, we're still standing. Move over here with me. Let's do some standing exercises. Chair is here for support. Okay, that's why we have a back on our chair. I hope that you can grab a hold of, so you're close enough you can do that. And you're to the same side of the chair with me, so I'm mirroring you, right? So that way we can do our right leg out to the side. We're not gonna kick anything. Okay. You're there with me, there you are. So we're gonna do this stepping forward motion. So I want you to step back just a tiny bit. You can still reach the chair. And your right leg is going to take a step, kind of a larger walking step, and then you're going to step back into place. That's all it is. But we're going to lift the back heel and transfer our weight to that front leg, and then come back, and if you can, just come back with tapping that right toe to the floor. So we transfer the weight to the right leg and then to the left leg. To the right leg as we go forward. I'm not really leaning though. Like I'm taking a step, I'm changing my mind, I'm gonna go back again. Now that we have this, right, and you're good you're good with it. Okay. If you need a hand on the chair while you're doing this, then do a one-handed motion. If you don't need the chair, push forward and bring it back with elbows wide. Palms are forward. So now it's like, I don't know, what are we pushing for? We're pushing someone out of your way, we're getting our aggression out here. Maybe there's, I don't know, a heavy object, something. We're giving it a little shove here. All the while, we're in control of our balance and shifting our weight. So this might look different for you. Like I said, if you're holding a chair, maybe you're taking a much smaller step because that's doable for you. Maybe if you're feeling like, I don't get this, this is so easy, then take a bigger step. Go one more. And then hopefully maybe got your heart rate up a little bit. I feel it. Okay, working on some more balance, working on some hip mobility. I want you to take all of your body weight on your left leg. So we're going to be using the right leg again. But this time in a kind of a circular motion to get the hip moving. So keep all of that body weight on your left leg. I want you to feel stable there. Again, you can always have a hand on the chair, but if you're testing your balance, then don't depend on it if you don't need it. Pointing your right toe out to the floor. We're gonna do this half circle and come back. You can tap down with your toe at any point that you need to, but if you can keep this nice and smooth right above the floor, great. And you're gonna start feeling this in your hip real quick. But this is good to train your hip to be able to move. And if you have hip issues, maybe you're going, yeah, that's not good for me, and that's okay. Maybe you're not doing it. But from what I know, this is good to strengthen, good for range of motion, good for balance. Keep breathing. And ouch, let's go, last one. Okay, enough. So if you want to take your body weight off that left ankle and rotate it a little bit, that might be just what we need. So we're gonna do those exercises, of course, on the other side of the chair. But before that, let's do a down dog. So let's center yourselves right behind the chair. In this class, we keep our hands on the chair as we step back and lower into down dog position. I'm going to go side because I know you cannot see what I'm doing otherwise. So here you are with your hands on your chair. You're gonna step back and widen your feet. And lastly, stretch those arms out further. Push your bottom back behind you and lower your chest. While keeping your head up though, I don't want you looking at your feet. Look out underneath your chair, out there. Or maybe even higher on your chair to keep your head up, to keep you from being dizzy. I also don't want your legs locked into place, so I encourage you to pedal your heels, lifting one at a time. And that's going to keep the circulation going and help your hamstrings to lengthen and your calf muscles to lengthen. Keep breathing. Think about your abdominals kind of tucked in. You're not letting them hang. Nothing's hanging. Right. Okay, step back up to your chair and you're here behind it. Okay, so I'm joining you again and let's shift over here. Stay close to your chair once again so that hand at any time can grab that chair. So we have two exercises. The stepping and then the circle. So we know what we're doing this time. So we are back, not right next to the chair, but you're back just slightly so that you have room to step forward with your left leg. Again, hands could be on the hips, maybe one's on the chair. So you're taking a stride, shifting your weight forward, and then tapping back into place. So all your weight comes to the front leg, and then all your weight's on the back leg. Again, try to stay up tall. Let's not look at the floor on this one. Let's stay up tall like you're walking. Remember, you take a step and for some reason you change your mind, you come back into place. When you come back into place, try to keep the control. Try to just tap the toe to the floor if you can. Are we used to this? You can add in the hand motion if you want. Both hands or one. This doesn't have to be a huge exaggerated motion, but you could make it larger if you want. More important to keep it slow and find that point where you feel in control. That's where we're at. Step, keep that balance. You know where your body weight is. Last one. I like that one. It's simple, but it's good. Okay, we know what's next. Transferring body weight over to that right leg. I just kind of wiggle around. I feel stable, sturdy on that right leg before I go anywhere. So that's what I want, where I want you as well. Maybe starting with the hand on the chair, just standing tall, checking in with your body before you go on to the next thing. So that might mean taking a moment, just making sure we're good to move on. Feeling warm, heart rate's up a little, that's okay. Not feeling dizzy, you're feeling dizzy, sit down in the chair, take a break, okay? We're good to go. We're pointing the toe and we're doing this half circle. Oh yes, like a dancer, in control. Look at the balance, look at the strength. You got it, stay positive. So pointing that toe, I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about you. You got this. You are strong and balanced. So that half circle, and if you can get it all the way back behind, great. That might be the hard point for you, and eventually you work your way to getting it back a little bit further. But if we could do that half circle without having to touch the toe to the floor very often and keeping it smooth, great. Little adjustments matter. It might mean that you need to like shift your standing foot like half an inch this way or that way. That's something you figure out with your own body as you practice more. Keep breathing. Keep your head up. Smiling faces. Oh, last one. Again, take your weight off that right ankle now and rotate it. Wonderful. We made it through some standing exercises. So come and take a moment with me to sit down. If you have a water bottle or you need to take a moment and get a sip of water, do that. Good. We've done a lot of flowing movements. I want to take a moment and stretch and do a couple without much movement. So, sitting again at the edge of your chair, you're up tall. Let's cross the right leg over. If you can get it up top, great. If that's not happening, cross it over your shoelaces here and just keep this right knee out to the side as much as you can as you sit tall. If you can be up here, you're good. You're going to get more of a stretch. I want you to hold on to the base of your chair because we're going to lean forward so that we get more of a stretch in the hip. So this one, I want you to stay tall. I want you to find the length in your spine first and really exaggerate, lifting up higher to the ceiling with your head. Pull the shoulders back and hold the chair. Keep the shoulders pulled back as you lean slightly forward, and now you're noticing your hip going, oh yeah, that's a stretch. That's where we want to feel. So don't let your head drop. Keep your neck as a natural extension of your spine so that you're looking at an angle out on the floor. This one we're just holding. There's no movement, nothing to look at. Find your focus and your breath while staying still. Same leg, so right heel is extended down. I want you to check and make sure your left foot, though, your ankle is right underneath your knee. So this isn't twisted or in any kind of funny place. It is stable. So we're going to continue holding the base of the chair as our right foot is flexed, which means your toes are pulled up towards your face. And you're going to keep tall again as you hinge from the hips. So same placement, really. It's just that our leg isn't crossed this time. Now we're feeling the stretch in the hamstring and the calf. So the back of your leg. Just taking the time to get a little more flexible, lengthening these muscles. Keep them long, lean. Great, so let's go on the other side. So place this. So let's try the other leg. If you can cross it up high, great, there we are. Again, option to go low. Decide what you're doing with this leg. We've talked about length in the spine. You know that. I want you to keep that as you hold the base of the chair and pull your shoulders actively back, kind of squeezing your shoulder blades together as we hinge from the hips. So there's no slouching involved. We are hinged forward. Stay right there. I just want to give you a side view this time. So hinged forward. I am not this. I am up here tall. It doesn't even look like I'm hinged very far forward, but I'm feeling it in my hip of the leg that is crossed. So sometimes these poses don't look like much, but notice how they feel. And we are stretching. Feeling calm, feeling at peace. We're allowing that heart rate to come down after we did our standing exercises. We will be doing some more. But for now, just kind of consider this your break. Enjoy it. Our reset. Okay. So one more here. Extend that left heel to the floor. Flex the foot. Up tall. Lean. And if you don't ever Give your hamstring a chance to stretch. It's probably really tight. And it's probably going, whoa. So take it easy. Lean forward just slightly. Give it time to stretch. Stand again. Come with me. Let's start again over here on the right side of your chair. Let's do some calf raises. Let's find our balance again with some movement, with some slow calf raises. Same rules for your legs. If your feet are hip width apart, good starting point. Could be closer for more of a challenge, could be further away if that's what you need to be stable. Always can have a hand on the chair, but I challenge you not to. As you lift your heels and lower down, just know that it's there to grab if you need it. That's really what it's for. It's more mental. Yeah, it's there, but talk yourself into not needing it. Eventually, you won't. At all. So lifting the heels and very smoothly and slowly lowering them. So I want you to add the hand movement. If we're not holding the chair, you can do both. Palms up and down. This isn't a huge hand motion. My elbows are staying down along my rib cage. I'm just following the movement with my hands. And this challenges me to go maybe a little bit slower. And it helps me keep track of my heels and my lifting motion and the lowering motion. Find your breath. Nice, smooth. I like to inhale up and exhale down. If you like the opposite, then that's what you're doing. Fine. I'll let you make some choices. Oh, the calves are on fire. Wonderful. Center yourself behind your chair. Okay. We're gonna side to side lift with the legs. Slowly though. Start with a good, whatever pace that you feel is kind of a medium pace. And we're gradually gonna work on making it slower. But let's notice and make sure we're doing this right first. Make sure the knees and toes are facing forward. We're not turning the leg out to the side at all. And you're gonna feel your outer hip doing the work to lift the leg out. And smoothly bringing it back. Okay, so now we're thinking about slowing it down. This is about finding the control and being able to shift your body weight and being confident in doing so. Confidence goes a long way. Positive attitude goes a long way. So the more you can remind yourself and train your brain to replace your negative thoughts with positive ones, you will go so much further and be so much happier. Here. Oh, wonderful. Okay, a little side-to-side flowing motion. Widen your feet. I'm going to go in front of my chair. You don't need to. You're probably better off behind it. I just want you to see what I'm doing a little bit better without that chair in the way. So, widen your feet. Soften the knees. Here we are. Here's how we start. With fingertips and thumbs like almost touching. Tilt, elbow up, and kind of push off to the side. And then we switch, other elbow up, and that's the direction we're gonna push. Elbow up, push that direction. So notice my legs as well. As I push that direction, I'm gonna bend my knee in that direction. Switch it, bend the knee and push. This one just takes doing a few times. And then I want you to just get into your natural rhythm, and maybe it doesn't end up looking exactly like mine, but I want you to imagine this flowing movement, make it your own. Don't make it awkward. If the arms just aren't working for you, change them, please. I want this to feel just a great flowing motion that feels natural to you. So make that happen. I can't see you, so you're doing whatever you want at home that feels good right now. Try to think of what are we pushing side to side, like something we can fluidly push, so it makes me think of water pushing, like maybe I'm in a swimming pool and I can do this motion pushing side to side with some resistance, and you kind of imagine that resistance and you actually activate your muscles a little bit more to kind of feel that slight resistance as you're pushing side to side. Okay. Let's slow it down. Right in front of the chair, here we go. Sit down. All right. Made it back to the chair in one piece. Good. What's left? Some relaxation. We get the heart rate up a little bit, feeling a little warm. So I want you to go ahead and sit all the way back in your chair. Yes, for a moment, okay? I want you to take your feet off the floor and rotate your ankles around. Just sharing the warmth of your body all the way down to your feet. Okay, and after that, no more slouching. We did that. It's over. Rotate your wrists around a bit. I want you sitting up tall now, okay? Sit up with me. Okay, hands. Let's take a moment for them. Widen your fingers, really stretch them out, and then squeeze them into fists. Find your muscles in your hands, open and close. This doesn't seem like much. So what I want you to think about, are you recruiting other muscles to make this happen? Are you squeezing through your shoulders, through your belly, through your neck? Don't. Okay? Relax your shoulders. Relax your belly, relax your neck. This is only hand muscles, which are coming from your wrists, those muscles that make our fingers move, open and close. That's it. So isolate those muscles, those are the only ones working right now. And it's amazing how tiring this can be. Okay, relax the hands, they're tired. Let's stretch our necks just for a moment. Take your chin down to your chest. Pull your shoulders back a little bit. I want you to roll your right ear down towards your right shoulder, but keep both shoulders pulled down, feeling the stretch here along the left side of your neck. And if you want a little more, gently reach and extend that left hand out to the side, kind of reaching towards the floor away from the chair, and you feel that stretch up through that side of the neck. Okay, roll back down, replace the hand, lift the head for a moment. Breath, good. Lower the chin again, down to your chest, shoulders down. We go the other way. Roll your left ear down to the left shoulder. Shoulder stays down. Now it's your right hand that can extend a little bit out to the side for more of a stretch. All right, replace the hand, roll your chin down to your chest, and then lift your head to a neutral position. Sit back in your chair, no slouching. Keep up nice and tall, but we're going to do our final relaxation, which is just a minute to just enjoy, say, yes, I'm done. This is our conclusion. Feet are flat on the floor. Shoulders are relaxed. Maybe you do just a couple rolls. Okay, and then keep them down and back. Hands are relaxed, whether you like your palms up or palms down on your thighs. Try not to let your head fall. So your neck muscles and your upper back muscles still have to be awake to keep your posture, okay? Otherwise, close your eyes. Nice, natural breath. relaxed. You're relaxed. You're at peace with your body, with your mind. Maybe setting an intention for your day now to stay positive. That's my intention for you. If you want to change it, that's fine. Feel good about your body, about your choices that you make to be healthy, to stay healthy. Knowing that those choices are worth it because you feel better. If you want to take more relaxation time, enjoy that and stay right here and enjoy it, okay? If you're done, let's move on with our days, and I again will post another new video next week, but feel free to review this one. This is the second one. There's another one. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and view that one. They are available to watch as many times as you want. I thank you and can't wait to see all of you.